Namaste and welcome to Sutra Network, your trusted link to news, views, and stories that matter. Here we untangle the threads of today's biggest headlines and deeper issues. Charlie Kirk, the founder of Turning Point USA and key ally of Donald Trump, was fatally shot while speaking at Utah Valley University. The 31-year-old was struck in the neck and died shortly after being rushed to a hospital. His wife and children were present, according to Senator Markwayne Mullins. Utah's governor called the attacks a political assassination, urging Americans to reject hatred. Panic erupted as hundreds of students fled the scene. Campus police initially detained a suspect but later released him. The FBI also questioned another man who was released. Authorities have launched a door-to-door manhunt for the gunman. In a video statement, Trump condemned the killing, calling Kirk a patriot and describing the attack as a dark moment for America. Kirk co-founded Turning Point USA in 2012 at the age of 18, growing it into one of the nation's most influential conservative youth organizations. With chapters on over 850 campuses, the group played a major role in mobilizing young conservative voters. 24 years after the September 11, 2001 terror attacks that killed 2,996 people, the United States has yet to convict or sentence any suspects captured alive. While the 19 hijackers died carrying out the attacks, 5 men accused of planning and facilitating them remain on trial at Guantanamo Bay without resolution. Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, the alleged mastermind, has been imprisoned since 2006 alongside Walid bin Attash, Mustafa al-Hafsawi, Ali Abdulaziz Ali, and Ramzi bin al-Shib. Their cases have faced decades of delays over torture evidence, legal disputes, and human rights concerns. A 2024 plea deal offering life sentences without parole was rescinded after backlash, and a 2025 appeals court ruling reinstated the possibility of the death penalty. Victims' families remain frustrated as justice stalls. While Osama bin Laden was killed in 2011, none of the accused conspirators have faced sentencing, making the 9/11 case one of the most prolonged and controversial in US legal history. Following Prime Minister KP Sharma Oli's resignation after violent youth-led protest, former Chief Justice Sushila Karki is being considered as Nepal's interim leader. Karki, the country's first female Chief Justice, confirmed she would accept the protesters' appeal to head a temporary government. She struck a warm note towards India, saying she has a very good impression of Narendra Modi and expressed gratitude for India's support. The uprising, which began as an anti-corruption drive, escalated into nationwide unrest, leaving at least 30 dead and over 1,000 injured. Kathmandu faced curfews, army patrols, and widespread arrest after looting and arson during the chaos. Karki said her immediate priority would be honoring the young protesters who lost their lives and guiding Nepal through its turbulent transition. "We'll try to establish a new beginning for the country," she noted. Indian software giants are reducing their dependence on H-1B visas as US immigration becomes costlier and more complex. Infosys, HCL Technologies, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, and LTIMindtree have cut H-1B sponsorship by an average of 46% over the past 5 years. According to USCIS data, TCS remains the second largest sponsor behind Amazon. Experts say the shift reflects broader changes in work due to AI and automation, which are challenging traditional outsourcing models. Companies are increasingly hiring local talent while automating roles, as political uncertainties and AI-driven disruption reduce the need for foreign labor. Global IT and tech firms including Accenture, Cognizant, Microsoft, Google, and OpenAI have also adapted to these changes with layoffs across the sector, highlighting the impact of technology on labor models. New court documents reveal that late industrialist Sunjay Kapur was helping his ex-wife Karisma Kapoor and their children Samira and Kian obtain Portuguese citizenship. Records submitted in Delhi High Court show the family was in regular contact with Sanjay, guiding them through the process. He reportedly informed Karishma that India does not allow dual citizenship. The revelation comes amid a heated 30,000 crore rupees inheritance dispute. Karishma's children have accused Sanjay's widow, Priya Sachdeva, Dev of forging his will to exclude them, though Priya's legal team claims the siblings have already received 19 billion rupees in assets. Sunjay, who died of a heart attack during a polo match in England on June 12, had been married to Karisma from 2003 to 2016. Priya, his third wife since 2017, shares a son with him. The Delhi High Court has directed Priya to submit a full list of Sanjay's assets with the next hearing set for October 9. Union Minister Piyush Goyal emphasized India's commitment to enhancing trade and investment relations with Mexico. Citing a strong potential for cooperation, he met with Francisco Cervantes, president of the Business Coordination Council of Mexico, to discuss expanding bilateral ties across multiple sectors. Goyal highlighted the natural alignment between the two nations in values, culture, and vision for inclusive and substantial growth. Mexico and India are natural friends, partners, and allies. We can truly write a beautiful story of friendship and partnership, he said. A Mexican businessman delegation is expected to visit India soon to build on these discussions and advance initiatives for economic and business cooperation. The talks reflect India's broader efforts to deepen global trade engagement and strengthen strategic partnerships. New Delhi has issued a strong advisory cautioning Indians against joining the Russian army amid reports that some citizens were lured into frontline combat in Ukraine under false job offers. The Ministry of External Affairs said it has reportedly warned about the risk of such recruitment and confirmed it has raised the issue with Russian authorities in Delhi and Moscow, demanding the release of affected nationals. According to a media report, 2 Indians in eastern Ukraine's Donetsk region claimed they were misled with promises of construction jobs but forced into combat instead. They alleged at least 13 others were trapped in similar situations. The MEA said it remains in touch with the families and reiterated, "We strongly urge all Indian nationals to stay away from any offers to join the Russian army as this course is fraught with a danger." India began their Asia Cup 2025 campaign with a dominant 9-wicket win over hosts UAE at Dubai International Stadium on September 10. Left-arm wrist spinner Kuldeep Yadav starred with 7-4, while Shivam Dube took 3-4, bowling UAE out for just 57, the second lowest total in Asia Cup T20 history. India chased the target in 4.3 overs under captain Surya Kumar Yadav, who broke India's 15-match toss losing streak by opting to field first. In Group B, Afghanistan beat Hong Kong by 94 runs, scoring 188 runs for 6 wickets, before restricting Hong Kong to 94 runs for 9 wickets, and now led their group. India's bowlers led by Kuldeep, Hardik Pandya and Jasprit Bumrah dominated on a dry, slightly cracked pitch, leaving UAE's batters struggling. India's commanding start puts them at the top of Group A, signaling strong momentum for the defending champions. A preserved lung from an 18-year-old who died in July 1980 has revealed secret mutations of the Spanish flu, showing the virus turned deadly earlier than previously thought. Scientists sequenced the influenza A genome from the century-old formalin-fixed tissue, overcoming RNA damage with a new ligation-based RNA sequencing method. The study, published in BMC Biology, shows the virus rapidly adapted to humans during the first wave, challenging earlier theories that it became dangerous only later in 1980. Researchers recovered over 98% of the viral genome and identified several early mutations. This discovery revises the timeline of the pandemic and highlights the potential of formalin-preserved samples to unlock insights into historical pathogens. The method could also aid studies on diseases like tuberculosis, HIV, and pre-antibiotic bacterial infections. The last solar eclipse of 2025, a partial Surya Grahan, will occur on Sunday, September 21, according to NASA. The eclipse will primarily be visible in the southern hemisphere, including Australia, New Zealand, Antarctica, and parts of the Pacific and Atlantic Oceans. The partial eclipse begins at 1729 UTC, reaches maximum coverage at 1941 UTC with 85% of the sun obscured, and ends at 2153 UTC. India, including New Delhi, will not witness this solar eclipse since it coincides with the last day of Pitru Paksha in the Hindu calendar. There will be no Sultak period or ritual restrictions, though some may observe symbolic practices. Now time for today's tale from India's glorious past. Maharana Pratap, the legendary Rajput warrior king of Mewar, is hailed as a symbol of courage and freedom. Born in Kumbhalgarh, he ascended the throne in 1572 and defied the mighty Mughal Emperor Akbar, refusing to bow to foreign rule. His heroic stand at the Battle of Haldighati in 1576, alongside his loyal horse Chetak, became an eternal tale of valor. Despite hardships in the Aravalli forest, Maharana Pratap never surrendered and later reclaimed much of Mewar, except Chittor. Even today, his legacy shines as an icon of resistance, honor, and Rajput pride in Indian history. From headlines to history, we have got you covered. Subscribe, tap the bell icon for every update, and visit our website for more global updates.